Hey squad, Sykes here, and welcome back to another Halo Infinite video here on InstallationX. In this video I'm going to be breaking down why I believe the winter update for Halo Infinite has simply saved the game. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for more uploads. Let's jump right in. I think it's fair to say that the mood around Halo Infinite has been very low for some months now. Tired of the lack of new content, frustrated by having to grind challenges that I did not want to complete, all for mostly insignificant ultimate rewards whose value didn't reflect the commitment of my time. Well, that has mostly now changed thanks to the recent winter update for Halo Infinite. There are two main reasons for this. The first and most important for the community is the arrival of Forge. There can be no doubt that Forge has breathed new life into a stagnating game thanks to the brilliance and creativity of the Halo community. Some of the maps and modes that have been made so far are immense, and it's only week 1. Even though I've not been much of a forger, I'm excited to jump in and learn all the different tools on offer to see what I might be able to put my hand to. Seeing footage online from various YouTubers and content creators, it has been so good to see custom games thanks to Forge, and it's just been a breath of fresh air for the game. Secondly, and more personally for me, is the rework to the challenge system and a new path being laid for progression. Firstly is the fact that ultimate rewards have been altered for 10 challenges per week for a completion, down from 20. This is a massive deal for me due to time constraints and other games that I want to play. Not being made to feel like I'm being forced to grind challenges having completed Season 2's Battle Pass months ago for rubbish ultimate rewards has finally changed my outlook on the game to become far more positive. Even though the ultimate rewards are being recycled from Season 1, they now feel so much more attainable that all my frustration around them has evaporated overnight. That is in part helpful due to the fact that we are no longer being forced to complete playlist specific challenges. Challenges have now been reworked to feel far more broad and less specific, meaning you are now rewarded more for the way you wish to play and not the way the game is forcing you to play. This has all worked due to the integration, or should I say the initial integration, of the Match XP system, which is currently still in beta. You now earn XP for completing matches, winning, scoring in the top 50% of your team and being the MVP. This can earn you around 200 to 400 XP per match, meaning that you can now work your way through the Battle Pass at a good pace. This will be very helpful when hopefully soon we get to regular Battle Passes every 3 months once the season structure is fully implemented after launch of Season 3 in March 2023. There are several other changes and additions that have been brought into the game with the winter update. First, a shout out to Covert 1 flag, which I've been particularly enjoying so far. An objective mode where one team attacks attempting to capture the flag armed with active camo, sidekicks and pulse carbines, with the other team defending with motion sensors, commandos and energy swords. Overall, I've been liking the mode and have had some really satisfying moments either stealthing my way around the map while in camo or getting that last ditch carrier kill or flag capture. Would I say that the mode is so good it should be included in game ahead of other fan favourite modes such as Infection or Griffball for example? I'm not so sure, but I've been enjoying it so far. I spent quite a bit of time on Detachment, one of the new Forge maps that has joined the multiplayer rotation. Overall, I think it's good, but not spectacular, though I have only played Covert 1 flag on it so far, so I don't want to judge too harshly until I've played it with other game modes. Not played Argyle yet though, it sounded like there were some issues, so it was temporarily dropped out of the rotation, so I'm hoping to get onto that soon. There have been some balancing changes coming for certain weapons. The main two I've dealt with so far are the Battle Rifle and the Pulse Carbine. It feels like the Pulse Carbine has had a decent buff and now feels way more viable in mid-range, as there has been times that I've been absolutely shredded playing Covert 1 flag. The BR has been nerfed slightly, but I wouldn't say in a major way. It is definitely not as easy to hit your shots at mid to long range, but the change isn't drastic and it's still by far the best weapon that 343 have designed in my opinion. So some of you may think that the title of this video may be letting 343 and Halo Infinite off lightly. Far from it. When I say that the winter update has saved Halo Infinite, I mean it in more of the context as Halo Infinite is having a heart attack and the winter update acting as a defibrillator to shock it back to life. It is by no means out of the woods yet. If anything, the immediate success of Forge has proven, even more obviously than before, that Halo Infinite needs a custom games browser and dedicated Forge multiplayer playlist as of yesterday. The issue is that we will be waiting for the custom games browser until Season 3, and it would be amazing to have it now so that everyone can hop into custom games using the power and creativity of Forge and just let loose in some crazy scenarios. I appreciate that 343 have been trying to fill that hole by being able to search and bookmark modes and maps in-game and on Waypoint, but it's only helpful if you have a bunch of people you can play with or are willing to go through the effort to go set up a Looking For group on Xbox Live. Having that ability to immediately jump into custom games with random members of the community and create chaos is really missing here. I also want to mention the addition to the campaign side of the game. Campaign co-op and mission replay have finally arrived in game, which has added much needed depth to the campaign. Mission replay is the big one for me personally. With the change to an open world campaign, it has been far less appealing for me to go back through the entire campaign of Infinite for achievements or the challenge of increased difficulty. Having the ability to now select which mission I want to replay from the TAC map is a big improvement and gives me more motivation to go back to revisit a campaign which honestly I had uninstalled because I was hardly using it, although I absolutely adore it. There is no doubt that the winter update has put Halo Infinite firmly in the right direction, and hopefully things will be on the up moving into 2023, which will hopefully be a big year for Halo and will get Infinite up to the heights I hope it will reach. The update has no doubt saved Infinite from perhaps total oblivion and isolation, save for the dedicated die-hard fans. Here's hoping the time-limited events of this season, such as Winter Contingency 2, roll out successfully and March gets here as soon as possible so we can get even more content. Well squad, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Let me know your thoughts on the winter update for Halo Infinite in the comment section. Follow myself and the channel over on social media with links in the description. And as always, I'm Sykes, and for all things Xbox and more on Halo Infinite, stay tuned to InstallationX. Bye guys.